At Hillbros Transportation, we roll together.
In light of being here for Dave and in honor of Dave, I think he would love to hear some stories, and I know I would love to hear some stories about Dave. Maybe good times, funny times. Any stories about Dave being just a good guy. I think we've all got him, and that's why we're here. So,
well said, Dave.
Thank you. Let's get this going. Okay, who's good story?
Okay, hold on. I'll break the ice. I'll tell a family story. So, Dave was only about 7 or 8 years older than me. So I got to. Oh, I'm Dave. I'm Tony.
I'm drunk.
I'm Tony. I'm Dave's nephew. So when I was about 4 years old, my grandma and grandpa would come to the wine. It was a big event, so they'd come down and Dave would come with them. So he taught me to give the bird. And my dad was telling me, he said, "Man, I'm driving down Ford Drive in Des Moines. This is like 2 weeks after, and these people are coming by in cars and kind of give him a dirty look. And this is pre-seatbelt era." And he turns around and looks at me, and I'm in the back window going like this. So Dave's legacy carried on to many football games, many road events. So, but no, Dave was truly, I think, as you guys all know, he could talk to anybody. He would approach anybody. He would help anybody, and he never judged anybody. And that I can honestly say, that's part of his legacy that will live on forever, especially with us and our family. So, if you guys got some stories, step on up, and that's. We would love to hear his family too. So, anything he did was weird or funny, or we're game. Yeah.
Go ahead, guys.
Yeah.
Nothing will surprise us.
Okay with that.
Oh, wow.
All right.
My name's Dave. I started here by Hillbros about 9 years ago. And Dave was one of the first people that I met when I saw out of training. He was always finding questions. He was always there to help. So, real great guy, always from bottom to heart. One thing I learned a long time ago is don't talk politics with Dave. I learned my lesson, but my God, you can see Dave's face, sit there for an hour, and him telling you all about it. I never talk politics with Dave again. Talk to him about everything else, but not politics. Now, Dave did a lot. A lot of people know he had 2 jobs at Hill Brothers. His regular job, but the one that kept him busy was keep an eye on this number that's over here. He didn't get in trouble. So we had to find a replacement for that. But I think Grace something to put a replacement for that. I'm done. But yeah, Dave was always a good guy. Everything he did was from the heart. If you needed help, you can always call Dave. So I miss him. My parents with him and your parents. So our heart is out to y'all. Thank you.
Okay. On your note with the no politics. When I first started at Hill Brothers, I was actually Dave's manager. He worked at PCA Local for me. Many times we got into a few heated discussions on politics because we are on the opposite spectrum of each other. But the great thing about Dave is that he had a great attitude, and it was, you left that there. You could have your heated discussion and then moved on and would laugh about something else later, and he never let that get in between, But he was a great driver. He did a great job for me, and he'll be missed.
Thank you.
Oh, look, who's there?
Just in time.
Anything you'd like to say?
Everywhere came out. Oh, Dave. But Dave, any day I was having a bad day, when he came to the window, he would brighten my day. I knew he was going to say something to make me laugh every day.
That's how it was.
Come on, Doug. There's got to be something clean you can say.
I got a
Those stories are kind of
memories.
I got two little years here.
I started in September of 2018, and one of the first times I met Dave was going down to the PCA office, and I walked in the office, and I had my Cubs hat on. And as many as you know, he was pretty much a St. Louis fan. And so he looked at me, and he just really scoffed. He was like, "Get that hat off of you." And I just laughed because we had lived in Chicago for 23 years and cheered for the Cubs. We were always the lovable losers. But we came back in 2013, and then everybody knows in 2016 we won the championship, World Series. So I wore it anyway. So that was my first encounter with him. So, and that was in September of 2018. In February of that year, it was a cold, cold winter night. Friday night, I'll never forget it. It was about 6:30, 7 o'clock at night, and Dave had parked his tractor there right just north of those fuel pumps. And as many of you remember, that was all gravel. And it was all rough, and we had lots of snow. And I was driving an International tractor. They had those 4 tires, and it had no traction whatsoever. And so Dave was already parked, and there was a couple of trailers parked in front there, and I didn't have much room to make a run to back up. And I kid you not, I tried probably 7 to 10 times to try to get that thing back in, and I couldn't get it back in. And so finally one time I looked back, and he's looking at me, and he got out of his truck. This is like 0 degrees. He didn't have to help me. He got out of his truck, walked around, chokes me up every time I think about it. He goes, "Here, Tim," he goes, "Let me try." He got in my truck, and he went up, and I think he put it in low gear or something, and he just gave it everything and brought it back, and he made it all the way back to the fence. And I came up to the door, and I said, "Dave, how did you do that?" With the smile on his face and the twinkle in his eye, he looked at me, and he said, "Tim," he said, "sometimes you just have to give these trucks hell." And we both laughed and laughed, and it was from then on, we were just like fast friends. And I just thought, I came back that night, and I told Melody, I said, "If no others is hiring drivers like this," I said, "this is going to be a great place to work." Because everybody was looking out for each other. And Dave was that kind of a guy. I just really appreciated him.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.